Alright guys, let's jump right into this tutorial. My brows here are about 2 weeks old from being waxed, which I do get waxed from the bestie, Alethea at Your Best Skin, but we're going to make it work. So, the first product that I will use is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. And what I do is just take the spoolie that's attached to the other end and just comb all of my brush hairs upward. And then what I want to do is connect or kind of draw a line at the bottom of my brow first. That is just going to set the foundation for your banging brow. So I just take soft, short strokes. You don't want to like press hard and draw one solid line. The key to brows is trying to make them as natural as possible. So you want to have a very soft hand and short strokes, as you can see. So now I'm going to go on top of the brow to create that full brow on the top as well. And as well, I don't know why I always sound like that. The most important thing that I like to do is really feel from the bottom of my brow, if that makes any sense, and then kind of blend upward to the top of the brow. I really hope I'm making sense here, but you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Then I flip it over and use that spoolie again and brush my hairs upward. When you brush the hairs upward, it makes your brows look way more full than what they really are. And then what you just saw was me kind of laying the brow hairs that I brushed upward down back to the side, so my brows just aren't like standing straight up. So brows do take some time. What I'm doing here is some short feathered strokes just at the bottom again of the brow, and that creates more of a fuller inner brow. But you do want your brow to be a little bit more darker at the tail versus the beginning of the brow, almost like an ombre effect, if you will. So next I'm going into this Anastasia brow powder, and it's in the shade dark brown, and I'm using this angled brush. I think it's from Tarte, and I'm just filling in all the empty spaces that the pencil didn't get. Powders do tend to give you more of a natural brow, but I love how a pencil gives you that real structured brow, and I like to go back over with the powder just to make it, you know, look more natural. I'm going back in that inner part of the brow, and I've kind of flipped my brush vertical and again did those short upward strokes to kind of fill that in but not make it look like too crazy. Alright, so the next step is cleaning up the brow, and I'm going in with the LA Pro Girl Concealer in the shade Toffee, and I place it underneath my brow but not like directly where the brow starts, and then I take what's left on that brush, that applicator, and put it on the top. So the bottom of my brow has more product versus the top of the brow. And I'm going in with this flathead brush that I've been using for my brows forever. Can't even begin to tell you where I got this brush from. But I start at the beginning of the brow and slowly carve out the brow. You really want to take your time when you're carving out your brow because it can go way wrong. The concealer can get up in the brow hairs, or it could just be real bad. And this shade of concealer is just maybe 1 or 2 shades lighter than my natural shade. You don't want to go too light because you do not want that halo brow. It's not cute. You want something that's going to blend in and look very natural. So as you can see, I'm carving out the top as well, and I am blending it into my skin as I'm carving. Now normally when I do my brows, I'll blend it into my skin, but not as much, because I always do my brows before my foundation. So usually the foundation will blend in what's left. As you can see there, I messed up. I kind of flicked some concealer into my brow, but it's okay, I'll go back and fix it. So what I'm doing for the sake of the video is just taking my finger and blending out the concealer. And if you are only doing your brows for the day, let's say you're not wearing foundation, you definitely want to go in with your finger and blend out any of the harsh lines. You don't want to be able to see that concealer all around your brow. I've seen it, it ain't cute. Please don't do it. Please watch this video as many times as you need to perfect your brow. So now I'm going back in with that powder and fixing that mistake that I made. And you always still want to, once you get done with your concealer, you do want to run back over with the brow or with a pencil and make sure that fullness is still there. And I'm just softly touching it with the spoolie just to guarantee the fullness, the full capacity of my brow. They're doing work on my house, so now it's all this banging. But anyway, as you can see, that is my brow. It's really not too difficult. The more you practice, the quicker you'll get at them. That's one brow not filled in. That's one brow filled in. Brows make the face, ladies, so don't forget to fill them in and make them banging. See you on the next video. Peace.